Hello everyone and welcome to the 8th episode of the Urban Pixel Minecraft exhibit. And we finally made it to the downtown area. And so we do have a lot to talk about here, but let's first go over this highway right here. Because originally when I had created this world, I figured that I would want a highway and I had to figure out a place to put it. And my very first idea was elevating it above the original arterial road and adding 4 ramps as I did already. And so this idea did come to fruition. I did build this long highway, and of course I started right from the middle, right above this road, out of literally nothing. I just started building these stone platforms, and I started building this large highway like this. And obviously, because it's a large highway, it needs the bottom strength to support all the weight, and so I added iron blocks underneath the entire bridge. And you'll see this design used a lot, like steel or iron and stuff like that, which is used as an extra support strength for these very, very high capacity bridges with a lot of traffic. And so originally I had a bunch of friends and even my parents say, oh, well, what's the point of having this highway going nowhere? Well, you'll see later that this highway actually ended up leading to the airport, and I'll have lots of more buildings to the left and right. Of course, right now it looks a bit plain. The whole downtown area is still in development. However, this 3-lane highway on each side really is a great example of urban development and how I built this highway to support large amounts of traffic going straight through downtown and the suburban area, basically cutting the two in half. And so this is how I differentiated the two parts of the city. Having a highway going right through with a 1 ramp leading into the downtown area, and right across the highway is a little more suburban. It kind of shows the dividing line between the more urban areas and the suburban areas, which is actually sometimes seen in some cities where you'll have this arterial road that leads right into downtown, and you see, as you can see, like it's slowly building up with more houses over there, and then you could slowly see the shorter buildings, a little bit more development in here, like more densely packed buildings. And then we finally arrived to this part of the highway where, once you cross, you're immediately met with these, larger, more industrial-like buildings. Okay, and so now that we've crossed the highway, we are now located in the downtown district of the city. And so let's just start off with our very first building on the right here. We are greeted with an art museum. So as you can see, created 4 white columns like this, with a triangular overall shape on the top of the building. Actually, it's more trapezoidal, actually. Yeah, it's more trapezoidal. Trapezoid top. And once again, we do have these quartz white stairs leading up to the door. And once again, as shown in the previous video, I showed in the, I think episode 6 or 7, I showed how these sliding glass doors worked. But so once again, we have another one of these. So you step on the pressure plate, and the sliding glass doors will open. This art exhibit has some glass roof and some lights, and I just stuck a bunch of paintings on them with like names like this. So this is just some of the paintings that we have on exhibit today. Some French inspired, some mountains, and the hanging ceiling lights, a lectern, and so this is like these fence gates are like kind of gates that you could use as an entrance to like a museum or something. So there's not much to see here, but you see the little detailing outside the white window. You can see the highway, which is interesting. So when you're down here, you're actually under the highway, but you could still see the street lights, which is interesting. Okay, so now let's get out of here. Now, most of the buildings, because downtown is obviously features a lot larger buildings than anywhere in the suburban area, and so most of these buildings actually do not have interiors. However, I will put more effort. Let me know in the comments if you'd like to see interiors to these buildings, but as of right now, most of the buildings that you're seeing do not have interiors. So let me know if that's something you'd like to see. I could do interior work as you've seen in the previous videos. It's just right now I'm more focused on expanding the city outwards. But my capture card's getting really hot. But right now I'm just more focused on actually expanding the city, so I didn't actually spend too much time making a full interior for any of these buildings. However, I do have some like example rooms as you can see. You'll see later in the series. But so most of the exhibits for the downtown are just going to be like exterior exhibits. Okay, so as you can see, this first building on the right, second building on the right actually. So it's kind of like a Boston-inspired 4-story hotel kind of like building. I think this building was actually a hotel in Boston, or maybe a small office building. I'm not sure, but this building, I got this inspiration from from the outskirts of Boston. As you can see, this front is with these white columns like this, which kind of serves like a little walkway for people if it's raining or something. So it's a part of the sidewalk. And as you can see, the entire first floor is lined with glass. And so maybe what I could do, since it's already glass on the first floor, is I could just make separate stores on this first floor for people to like walk in, along the sidewalk. I can make many different stores along this. Excuse me. Instead of just having one large lobby like this, the entire floor pattern was done for some reason. Like, I just decided one day to just do it, and I made it this pattern. But, yeah, so I'm not entirely sure what to do with this building. But, yeah, my first idea was making multiple stores along here. And then behind this, I can actually start doing the hotel stuff if I want to make it a hotel. But I could also make it like an apartment building, too, actually. An apartment building would be nice. But this building features a very modern like design. This gray with this kind of black window separated by this brown thing. This brown windowsill actually. This features a very nice modern design with this blue glass sticking out in the front and on the side of the building like this, which is like supposed to be a sign. And as you can see, located behind this building, which features the same design back here, is a nice little parking lot. And so maybe I could make this an apartment building, and this is like the apartment parking. This is definitely an apartment building, and so this parking could be multi-purpose for this apartment, I guess, or I could make this an apartment or a hotel. This building and this building, so three building parking right here. Okay, and let's go here. And so this was actually the first building that I built in the downtown area, this brick building right here. And it's supposed to represent a slightly like lower income type apartment building. Features mostly bricks, dark glass, and it's only 5 stories. Yeah, it's 5 stories tall. So this is just a very, very simple, small apartment building. Nothing too tall, but it features a very simple design. The lobby, top floor, like the lobby floor and roof are all in this same white with a height ratio of three blocks. So that basically means like how many blocks above the person. And so the roof is pretty high, and you can see that this pattern is repeated throughout all the floors, like this and like this. So I actually didn't do the floors here yet. So this building actually covers a large amount of area. So it would definitely serve great as an apartment building. Just stick some rooms, have a corridor in the middle, and then have rooms on the left and the right. So one side of the rooms could be facing the highway like this, and the other side of the rooms could be facing the heart of downtown, which you'll see some like back streets like this. So yeah, there is a lot to see here. And this is just some little detailing that I've added in between the buildings. And this is normally something that's not really seen by someone who would, be walking around in the city, let's say. If someone is exploring my city, they probably wouldn't notice this little detailing behind the buildings, but it is just a bunch of garbage here. There's like a little garbage dump right here, which you could tell by these like hatch door things. So these are like the lid that you can open to pour garbage into the chute. And this is just a bunch of other random storage and box stuff. I just wanted to add a little bit of detailing in between the buildings because there is a little bit of space in between them. And so this is the base of this large skyscraper right here. And so this skyscraper design is very, very common. But you'll notice that it's just the same pattern of the glass going all the way up. So my ratio, I chose 2x2, so it's 2 quartz, 2 glass going all the way up. And as you can see, this building also doesn't have an interior. However, in order to create the effect that there are people inside and that there is an interior, I just randomly placed some glow glass for now, so that at night, the building will illuminate like this. So it kind of looks like alive. Because before I did this, the entire building was completely black at night. And I didn't like that. And so let's change the time back to day. So yeah, so that's that skyscraper right there, and the base features actually a more interesting design than the top part. So it's got this nice quartz cover like this, large glass windows on the base floor with these flowers in the front, and as you can see, the lobby is quite large like this with the hanging lights as well. Okay, and that covers the first 4 buildings of downtown. Basically, we're going to be going straight along this arterial road, and we're going to be going like left and right. And so we've basically reached our way to the intersection. And so next video, I'll probably talk about this large skyscraper here, this office building, and then we'll slowly make our way around the entire downtown area. Okay, and thank you so much for watching this Urban Pixel Minecraft exhibit. If there's anything you'd like to see me do, please let me know in the comments. Make sure to like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next episode. Bye-bye.